Hello everyone, welcome to Get 100 Marks. In today's class, we are going to discuss about cyber law. So in further slides, we are going to see what does a cyber law mean and what are all the different aspects cyber law covers. Let's understand what does cyber law exactly means. Cyber law, which is also called as IT law, is a law regarding information technology, including computers and internet. It is related to legal informatics and supervises the digital circulation of information, software, information security, and e-commerce. IT law doesn't consist a separate area of law, rather it encloses aspects of contract, intellectual property, privacy, and data protection laws. You can see here it doesn't have separate law for each and every activity. Rather, it encloses and combined aspects of how the contracts have to be dealt with when something is happening on online, and how the intellectual property has to be protected, and if not, how, what type of punishments, and for privacy issues, what type of punishments should be given, and also some laws related to data protection. Intellectual property is a key element of IT law. The area of software license is controversial and still evolving in Europe and elsewhere. So you can see always this software licensing is becoming a very problem worldwide. IT companies being reaching heights in every year. This problem of software licensing is becoming a big issue, and still now there is no concrete law which is abiding to the software licensing with different companies. And let's see what are all the different areas the cybercrime law covers. First is fraud. Cyber lawyers work to both defend and prosecute against allegation of fraud using the internet. So cyber law covers fraud. When a fraud is being done, how it has to be tackled is dealt by the cyber law, and it deals with the copyright issue. Copyright violation is an area of cyber law that protects the rights of individual and companies to profit from their own creative works, to own your invention and innovation. Defamation, when people use the internet to make statement that violate civil law, that is called as defamation law. When somebody is saying something wrong, then that comes under the defamation. Harassment and stalking, cyber lawyers both prosecute and defend people when stalking occurs using the internet and other form of electronic communication. When you harass somebody or when you stalk somebody over the internet, it could be either using Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp. There is always a law which is allowing you to prosecute, and also you can defend yourself in the court using regulations from the cyber law. And other area of being freedom of free speech. Even though cyber laws forbid certain behaviors online, freedom of speech laws allows people to speak their minds. You can speak whatever you wish to speak, but you should always abide to the rules and regulations which are assigned in the cyber law. Trade secrets. Cyber law helps companies to take legal actions as necessary in order to protect their trade secrets. When some of your information being stolen or some of your information being deframed, all this could be dealt under the cyber law. Contracts and employment law. Every time you click a button that says you agree to the terms and conditions for using a website, you have used cyber law. Whenever somebody is writing this particular statement, terms and conditions, it means they have referred to the cyber law and accordingly they have framed their contracts. So that is why they mention terms and conditions. So it obviously means they have used regulations from the cyber law. There are terms and conditions for every websites that are somehow related to privacy concerns. Let's see what are the different objectives of cyber laws. To bring an suitable amendment in the existing laws in India to facilitate e-commerce by providing legal recognition of electronic records and digital signature. After the cyber law has come into existence, especially after IT Act 2000, All the electronic records and digital signatures have started being accepted by the law of court. To prevent possible misuse arising because of transactions finalized through electronic medium and civil and criminal liabilities for contravening legislature procedures and provisions. To facilitate electronic governance for the effective delivery of government services, and also to make consequential amendments in the Indian Penal Code and the Indian Evidence Act 1872 to provide necessary changes with regard to offences in relation to documents and paper-based transaction. There are several other objectives, but the points whatever is being listed here are major objectives of cyber laws. Thank you.